never end. And this outdated topic? This shouldn't be a problem anymore. People learn from it. Nope. Not this user, not Ang0Mang0 and most of her following apparently. And why did I decide to make a video about this, you might ask? Well, Ange too didn't bother calling out the person who allegedly copied her art style, named Mimily. She did not specify who that person exactly is. Oh wait, here you show who it is. Great job, dumbass. But you know, it's good for research. Literally anyone can say that drawing is theirs when there's no watermark. But yeah, you see, when you are trying to hurt a smaller artist's reputation, we're gonna have a problem and it's not gonna be fun. That was quite a teaser for you guys. So let us start at the beginning. She claimed right here that she drew Shadow the Hedgehog expressions 2 years ago, because she got commissioned to do so, and then magically when she said that she didn't draw them, most people were under the impression that she did. Huh? Maybe because you already said that you drew them, so they were under the impression you told them the truth. And you are not good at accepting the truth, apparently. And there was no watermark when you first posted it, because you censored it. Man, I wonder why people thought this drawing that you posted belongs to you. And good grief, then saying it was done by another copycat. Oh, poor you, did someone allegedly copy your art style? Something that doesn't even exist? Or are you just oversensitive? I already talked to them because, come on, you can't tell me this is a coincidence. That the style looks almost exactly the same as mine. I ain't dumb. I'm sorry to disappoint you with my answer, but yeah, you are dumb for thinking that just because your styles are similar and you were first, you have the right to decide who's allowed to draw with such an art style. No! As long as they are not replicating your drawings, why do we even care? No one is going to assume that these drawings belong to you when someone else posted them. But of course they just said, what? No, this is my style and I didn't imitate your style. It is just a coincidence. And wow, you might think that Mimily told her the truth, but nope, Ange decided to know better and not believe her. This is just great, fantastic, you're being really mature here. I mean, does Mimily even follow Ange or even know who she was before all that happened? I doubt that. And well, if Ange won't prove it, so yeah, quit denying the truth. Do you really think your art style is that groundbreaking? Well, I've seen a lot of people drawing Sonic characters in a cute chubby style. You ain't that special. I looked at the drawings that were only 1 year younger. You mean older? Than those shown on my previous story, and they looked so different. They used the normal Sonic style, noodle arms, small bodies, big heads, no extra fur, and all of a sudden it magically changed to this, without any other drawings between. Busted! Ah, idiot! You don't even know that. You can't make assumptions and then present them as facts. You need to do your research. So that's what I did, because it's not that difficult. When you look at her Tumblr, you can see that her last older Sonic style artwork was published in February 9th, 2018. After that, you say, she magically popped out this drawing without pictures in between? Then what about this, and this? And besides, you do not know if she also has some practice drawings that she did not post. Many artists do that because they think the drawings that they produce aren't good enough for the public eye. Because everyone can be an asshole on the internet, just like you, Ange. I'm actually angry right now because this is so easy to debunk. Ange, where did you even get that picture from and why are you so freaking delusional? And when you go to her DA, on pretty much every drawing where she uses the more thick art style, she wrote in the title, practice. Damn, almost like she's still figuring her art style out. And also, what the fuck are you even arguing about? Adding extra fur isn't your original thing. I wanted to see your reaction and you all believed it was wrong by me. Well yeah, because that is mine style. Laughing crying emoji, laughing crying emoji. Hey guys, here's a shitty attempt from my side trying to draw my Rena and Pearl from Splatoon, and I might go to jail if Nintendo thinks I'm way too close on copying their style. Which I'm not! The rest is just her bitching about there's a difference between inspiration and copying. Well yeah, Ange, Mimily isn't copying you because she's not drawing the same things like you, genius. She spent years creating a new design for Sonic characters and she wants her style to be unique. Oops, with so many artists on the internet, that's gonna be really difficult. And really, there aren't that many ways to draw Sonic characters differently. Grow up. And after all that, she also made an apology, which isn't even directed to Mimily, so great job on that one. She wrote that she was sorry for overreacting, but you have to understand, it hurts when just some rando takes your style and creates art with it, right? And no, wait, Everything Mimili draws in her new Sonic style is not yours because she created it. You do not own a style. And you said that your intention was not to copy your style. It wasn't coincidence. She apparently didn't even know you before all that happened. Holy Jesus! That's why I asked Mimili for closure. The answers were juicy. Mimili was also nice enough to even send me screenshots of the conversation when Ange butted her way through the door. So here's a dramatic reading by my little sister and my best friend. Enjoy! Hi, I have some questions. I've seen that a user by the name of Ang0Mang0 decided to post one of your drawings in her story, claiming it's hers and later telling everyone they were done by a copycat and that you stole her art style. Personally, I do not think that at all, that she has any right to claim her art style as hers and everyone who has a similar one is a copycat. I've also noticed by looking through your gallery that the Sonic pictures where your styles are similar are titled with practice, where you're experimenting with your Sonic style at the time. And just for closure, did you even know Ang0Mang0 before everything happened?
Just a few days ago, I've been accused of referencing a Sonic art style, even though I never use any. I was honest and told the truth. Whether people want to believe it or not, it's up to them. Obviously, I can't force someone to change their minds. Believe. I can tell you this much, and everyone who knows me well can say the same. I never use reference, unless for posing, and even that's rare. And I use real photos or try to understand how the body works from tutorials meant for such. I've started drawing Sonic stuff about 2.5 to 3 years ago, and I haven't searched for Sonic art, much less specific artists. I draw what I draw, and I experiment to see what I want to see more or less the next time I draw the characters of the fandom. I also have to state, I have no idea who that is. I've never seen that username in my life. And yes, you're right. Even though I don't do it specifically to avoid these kinds of problems, I agree with you nevertheless. An art style can't really be stolen. Besides, is there really that many ways you can draw Sonic without butchering the entire look to still make them recognizable? There are only so many ways. I only have a few artists I'm inspired from, and they don't draw Sonic art. But anyway, I'm just an artist trying to grow, and I have no intention to upset others. I have a conscience to know what would do it. It was simply coincidence, but people don't like to think of that as true. I have no reason to copy if I can draw and experiment for myself, since the reward of doing so is much more sweet. Oh, then it was them. Yes, I just didn't recognize that first username. I was honest and respectable as I could be with her, but she still believed. Ich hasse mein Leben. I was honest and respectable as I could be with her, but she still believed I was lying. I offered to try streaming and prove in some way I wasn't doing it, but she didn't care, so I guess there's no way around it. When you believe something blindly, it's hard to see things differently.
After that, I've asked her about the screenshots because we need evidence that Ange really turned her offer down. Because if she did, that would mean she's purposely avoiding the truth. On to the next conversation.
Hi. Someone told me about you and said that you are most likely copying my style. So I checked and yeah, that looks extremely reference. Listen, I've had to deal with enough copycats to know they will refuse to admit they're copying, imitating, heavily referencing my style, and not even with enough evidence. I've spent many years to create an actually unique style that other people haven't used for Sonic, and it's weird that so many people use the exactly same style for Sonic, etc. all of a sudden. I mean, when I look at the Sonic drawings you did, I can immediately tell that isn't your style. And it looks really, really copied from me. I can literally see my own style in them.
Hey there, I've been away from social media due to family being over and being busy with college, and I only really check Tumblr to post new artwork. I just happened to check Twitter this morning. I wanted to start off by saying I can tell you I don't copy people's drawings, so I'm really sorry you feel attacked in some way. I actually started drawing Sonic stuff about 2.5 to 3 years ago or so. And at the time, I believe I was away on holidays with family. I can tell you with certainty I rarely use references or even search for specific artist artwork, especially when it comes to fandoms. I remember that happening, but it was in the very start, and I was skimming through Google Images and eventually Pinterest with my siblings at the time. I haven't searched, seen anything since, and if any of my drawings look similar in any way, it was probably due to unconscious inspiration. I don't remember nor have an idea anymore of what artwork appeared at the time, but I can tell you it was a lot of it. So if your art was in there somewhere, I apologize for liking your art, I guess. I grew up with Sonic and find it therapeutic and extremely fun to draw the round heads and bean bodies for whatever reason. I try my best to find a way of drawing Sonic characters in a way I personally enjoy, and I can tell you, not even what I draw is set in stone yet. It shifts a lot, even in one season of sketching. Sometimes the arms become thicker, other times thinner. For girls I tend to like making the hands and feet smaller, but sometimes I feel like I should make them bigger to match the guys better. For guys I like the heads being a bit smaller and their bodies and the torsos a bit muscular. But other times I end up drawing the torso smaller than I intended, so on and so off. Either way, the Sonic style is very much the same everywhere, no matter how you or anyone looks at it. If we are going to be thinking we are copying someone's style, then everybody is copying the actual characters from the get-go anyway. An art style can never really be owned. Someone is bound to have a similar style to someone else, even if they don't even know they exist in the first place. Someone like Romiko's style, for example, and they try to draw that way. Or everybody who's ever drawn anime style can say they're copying each other. It's a little hard to divert so much, especially when there are so many artists out there nowadays. And even if you don't post your drawings online, you'll be bound to eventually find people online drawing similar to you. I can show you recent sketches I made that I've been forgetting to post due to being busy, if you like, but considering how you word things, I'm guessing you don't really want or care to give people a chance at telling you you can be wrong.
Correct!
As I've said at the start, I'm sorry if I've ever did see your artwork randomly online at a time and enjoyed it, and unconsciously my art came out similar. I honestly can't remember, and I can't tell you. I have nothing to hide. I'm an honest person. There's no reason to be copying others' drawings when I can't draw for myself, but that's just my opinion.
I know that art can look similar, but come on. When I look at the way you draw Shadow, for example, it looks exactly the same as mine. Like, way too much, and that can't be accidentally.
Mimili sending some recent sketches, and man, look at this! This doesn't even look like Ange's art style!
So?
I'm sorry, the quality isn't any better right now, but yeah, I've done those recently. I'm not sure what you would like me to tell you. I've been honest in my answer and collected. I'm not interested to start any drama either. If you would like to believe you see your art style in my Sonic drawings, then so be it. I can't really force you to change your mind. I really enjoy drawing Sonic, and I'm not going to stop because you feel like I copy you, which I don't.
Dude, I hate drama too, but I've dealt with enough copycats who are like, what? No, I'm not copying you, that's my own style. And sooner or later they admit they were copying me. But your style looks exactly like mine, and that's very odd. I can even look for some of my older drawings where parts seem to have been heavily referenced.
I didn't do it though. What reason do I have to lie? I'm mature enough to understand what's legal or not. Same as wrong or right. My boyfriend has seen me sketching many times, and he would tell you the same as me right now. The only thing I look at when I draw is my blank canvas and my sketches.
Lol. Everybody I talked to when they clearly were copying me lied to me, so...
What would you like to hear from me? That I will never draw Sonic art again because you feel offended by it? I started drawing Sonic and it just turned into that. That's all. Well, I'm not lying, whether you want to believe it or not.
No, but I think it's lazy of people to just imitate someone's style because they can't create their own, and that's lazy.
I'm not imitating though, I'm just creating the Sonic characters how I think they look the best for me. That's all.
Sure.
Well, I try my best dealing with situations in a major way. Like I said, I can't change your mind and it's your choice to believe I copy you or not. Someone could easily come to me and start claiming I'm copying Tyson Hesse's style too, for example, or anyone else's. Looking at your profile picture, I personally don't really see my Sonic style in yours, but alright. We will agree to disagree, I suppose.
If you look at my old art, you and anyone who doesn't defend copycats and isn't blind should definitely see that it's literally the same style. But yeah, okay, I'm just done with all those people who copy my style because it took me years to create it, and unlike 99% of people, I don't copy someone else's style or drawings, not even for improving or learning purpose, because that's just lazy and dumb. It just sucks to actually develop an own style that didn't really exist before just to see people taking it. But yeah, whatever, it's always the same.
I don't know what your old art looks like. I'm not really about to search or look. Like I firstly stated, I don't like using references anyway. It's rare and the only time I do is for posing when I'm having a really hard time with it and search for actual human photographies or take my own if I can't find a specific one. I'm really sorry you feel so attacked, but it's just coincidence.
You shouldn't act like that, but you can go to my DeviantArt and see, because that shit ain't never coincidence.
You would be surprised, but alright. If one day I stream, I can invite you and I will draw all the Sonic art you want of me, if that would be satisfactory. I'm not really sure how else to do it. I hate misunderstandings and people feeling hateful for no reason.
You can copy without looking at someone's drawing if you've been imitating for long enough.
Well, then I'm not sure how to prove it to you.
Look, I know that I requested you last minute to record for me and I swear I would never ask you again, but you're breaking my bones! Do you now get why behavior like this is completely stupid and unacceptable? First, Ange claims that even after Mimili told her several times the truth and even offered her to livestream it when she draws, but Ange's just not listening and is not willing to accept that she's telling the truth. And what? You can copy an art style without looking? Okay, go ahead and prove it. Show me that you can draw in another artist's style perfectly without looking. Jeezum! You've cornered Mimili here and she tried to prove you wrong, but you're just running away. Huh? Wow, it's almost like she had no ill will against Ange and is only minding her own business. What I also find pretty ironic is how Ange makes herself look like the victim because, oh no, someone stole my art style and I'm getting death threats and everyone hates me. Which, yeah, she did say here. Mimili responded the most relaxed and mannered way possible, and I'm glad that she isn't too harmed by this dumb situation. Wait, I found something that's gonna completely flip the table. You see this artwork of Mimili? Now look at a finished piece of artwork by Ange. My fucking god, they don't even look similar. The coloring is completely different and one is cleaner than the other. Oopsie daisy. But this isn't even art style theft. These pictures look so goddamn different. Oh, but the sketches were literally the same. First, sketches are supposed to look unfinished because they are supposed to get your general idea across and most of the times aren't that detailed. Second, wow, it's not like one's more messy than the other because two different artists drew these pictures. And don't you dare come to me and blame me for making this public. This video is merely made in defense of Mimili because of people like you. And you already posted and exposed her on Instagram, a public website. What you need to do is go apologize, and this time for real and not for overreacting and receiving hate, like any other person on the internet. You know what? Let me give you guys an example by two artists who have a similar art style. One named Crooked Glasses and the other Parallel. I actually don't know how to pronounce her name, yet alone Ang0Mang0's username. Is it pronounced Ang0Mang0 and Parallel? I'm just confusing myself right now. Here, in fact, these people follow each other and have a similar art style. But guess what? None of them or their following accuse the other one for art style theft. You wanna know why? Yeah? Because their drawings aren't the same. Look at the way they color the artwork and how they execute certain details, like Parallel going more for soft style and Crooked Glasses more cel-shaded. Honestly, it's so pathetic that people like you think they are superior and can decide how an artist is supposed to change their style because of your lack of knowledge in art. This mentality that people are not allowed to draw however they want just because someone has a comparable art style and needs to call out someone is disgusting and is only creating unnecessary problems that shouldn't even exist in the first place, because art style theft is not real. If you could copyright styles, then I guess that's the end of anime-inspired styles or realism. If this is what you want, Ange, go ahead. But you have to live with the consequences. So we either accept it that people can coincidentally have similar art styles, or get inspired, or you can simply don't and go on with your life. Don't make a big thing out of it. Thank you.